Marie. My name is Anna Marie. I'm the chair of the Milby Coed Cadette Drill and Dance Alumni Legacy. We're a nonprofit that was founded just the end of 2023. We are a group of alumni of Coed Cadets that got together in 2022 to help the current cadet team. Today's a pretty exciting day for us. We're here to announce a very special event. You see, we got together to collect the story of the Coed Cadets. We started collecting pictures and stories, we started talking to each other and just realized what a wonderful time we had as Coed Cadets. I'm a Milby alumni of 1987. I was a Coed Cadet in 85, 86, and 87. Our big announcement today is that the Coed Cadet Alumni Legacy will be submitting our historical archives to University of Houston Library Special Collections. We're very excited because we're also going to be submitting them to the Houston Dance Archives. The Houston Dance Archives is a subgroup of the University of Houston Special Collections. And so we are very, very excited because the University of Houston, Mary Manning, who is the archivist librarian, and Emily Vinson, who is the preservation coordinator, will be giving us a special presentation to us, the Coed alumni, and anybody who wants to volunteer for this exciting event. So right now I'm going to turn it over to our digital media director, and we're excited about today. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, I'm Samantha Briggs. I went to Milby and graduated in 2003. I was a Charlie's Angels from 1999 to 2002, and I'm the digital media director, so I get to do the fun stuff with the website and our Facebook group. I do a lot of posts in there and manage things. I also monitor some of our emails, so you might hear from me responding back to you. And I would like to read you something from the Milby 1958 yearbook. And this yearbook was dedicated to the Coeds. It says, an organization which has grown from 30 members in 1926 to more than 200 can be called a tradition. Such a group which has an origin that goes all the way back, that far, is as far back as the school's history itself. We cherish for irreplaceable memories and an undefined pride. Since the longevity itself of the organization should indicate its invaluable activities, it is deserving of our praise and respect. And now I will turn it over to our chair of the Oral History Committee.
Hi, I'm Vicky Tamayo. I am the chair of the Oral History Committee. I went to Milby in 1984 to 87, graduated in 87. And when we got together and did the spring dance this past spring with the current Coed Cadets, we realized that our experiences as Coeds were very different. So I thought it would be interesting to get oral histories from people's perspectives and their memories and have that part of our archiving that we're going to do. So if you want to serve on my committee, please do. We need all the help we can, and we'll start interviewing people and getting their take on their time as a Coed Cadet. I'm going to read a little excerpt from the 1977 yearbook that talks about Milby's traditions, and of course, Miss Davis is highlighted again. It says, in 1926, Miss Davis organized the first pep squad at Milby. A few years later, Mr. Glenn Staubaugh and Major George Benson organized a pep squad of both boys and girls. And then it goes on to say, just imagine the boys wore satin shirts with one side gold and one side blue. And then it talks about Miss Davis again, that she helped to select the Coed's name and their dress, which was a military-style coat of royal blue and a white skirt with white oxfords. Just another mention of Miss Fanny, who came up or was the originator of our Coeds. I'm going to now turn this over to Dawn.
Yes. Dawn.
You're next,
Yeah.
right?
Hi, I'm Dawn Rodriguez. I am the Information Officer. It is nice to meet all of you that I have not met yet. I would like to thank everybody for taking your time to join us today. I'm very excited about the news that we have and that we're getting ready to submit to the U of H. I do want to read from the 1928 yearbook a dedication that was to Miss Fanny Davis. It reads, dedication. In grateful recognition of her devotion to the interests of this school, this volume is lovingly dedicated to Ms. Fanny Davis, our beloved teacher, Buffalo 28. I also want to mention that in 1939, there was another dedication to her. It reads, "In deep appreciation, the annual staff of 1939 dedicates this book to Ms. Fanny Davis, of whom it truthfully can be said. Cheerful service and kind and loving thought are warmth and wooth of which her life is wrought." All right, I would like to pass it over to our historian, Josette Glaze.
Hey, this is
Hello, like Don said, I am Joseph Glaze. I am class of 87. I was a co-ed from 1986 to 1987. I also danced in the spring show, and after that, we went out to eat and we started talking, and we were like, hey, why don't we organize this thing? So now we are the Milby Coed Cadette Alumni Legacy. I'm going to read a tribute that was dedicated to Mrs. Fanny Davis, and it was published in the Milby High School book, 1946. And it reads, I'll just read some of it. This page of our 1946 annual is set aside as a tribute of one of our beloved teachers, Mrs. Fanny Davis. She was the first of our faculty to come to what was at the time Harrisburg High School, and the first one to retire as a result of long and continued service, which was she reached the age of retirement, and it was pretty much a forced retirement. Literally, thousands of voices speak out of glowing tribute to this faithful worker and friend of this community and of the public schools and institution to and for which she has dedicated the very best of her life, love, and devotion. The present faculty and student body, reinforced by all those gone before, rise up and call her blessed. Her life has been an open book to service and devotion to the cause of education. Long live Mrs. Davis. Thank you.
So we're going to show you a little bit about the research we've been doing. And I want to give a special shout out right now to our Milby High School current librarian, Miss Verdeen. Miss Verdeen, at the very first email and the very first phone call I placed to her, was so supportive of our research and helping us look at these yearbooks that are at Milby. Now, know that the Milby Alumni Foundation started their digitizing an archive of the Milby yearbooks in 2010. We are working on the foundation they've built, so special recognition for the Alumni Foundation, all your hard work, the many years you guys have served, the work you've done in 2010, we are benefiting from now by researching these archives that are there and preserved for us to research. So follow me a little bit, I want to show you the timeline. This is from the 1926 yearbook, and it shows men and women in outfits. It says rah, rah, rah. Did you know that we were founded in 1926 as a pep squad, a boy and girl pep squad? That's why we got the name Coed. They were actually boys and girls. This is from the 1928 yearbook and talks about the pep club. That was the classroom 6th period pep club in 1928. This is from the 1936 yearbook. And we became a drum and bugle corps. We marched in formations. We had a major at the time. We had officers. It was fashioned after the military style, military uniforms, military ranking. It was very patriotic to be of service to the community. So as you read the first 10 yearbooks that have been archived and been digitized, you will find that the service that the Coeds provided to the community was a lot of volunteer work, a lot of raising funds for children's hospitals, a lot of grand openings for businesses because it was good for the economics of the community. So as we keep moving forward, we see the grandeur, all the effort that was put into the time. Given back in the 1930s, there was not a lot of funds for extra things, especially for extra fun things. But these women found to fundraise and found a way to get funds for their uniforms and their costumes and a way to perform. Not only perform, but to compete. Did you know they competed in the Battle of Flowers in San Antonio in the 30s, which I think was pretty cool at the time of the 30s. So here we have the Milby Coed Cadette flag. They actually had presented colors in many organizations and many athletic events, but they had their own Coed Cadette flag. And you can see it flying here as well. in the 1940 yearbook, right here, along with the Texas flag and the American flag. Now I'm going to keep going a little further because there are yearbooks that will state the history. It will actually state the majors that served from 35 to 36, all the way to 45 and 46, and this is the 1945 yearbook that states all the majors that occurred, all the rankings of the lieutenants, and how it came to be and how they fundraised. So there's a lot of great information in the yearbooks. I really can't say enough about the Alumni Foundation for doing all the work in digitizing, because when we do yearbooks today, I hope that there's the effort put into all the work that the students at the time and at current present time, all the work they put into their organizations, their competitions, all the extra work they do on the side, all the teacher sponsors that are involved. It's really reflected in the earlier yearbooks and even in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. And we like to see that continue because what a great history. I will tell you that as we're doing our work, we're looking back at 87 years of history, but secretly we really look forward to the next 100 years. We're working to preserve so that you guys can build on to the history in the future, because we're going to celebrate 2026 as a 100-year celebration of Milby, but the next 100 is going to be the best, right? So let's go on to some of the other years. Here are the Coed Cadets of the 1950s. In the 1950s and 1958s, they numbered in the 150 or 200 by count. So again, they originally started with 30 people in 1926, and by the 50s, 60s, and 70s, they moved on to over 100 by count. So it's a very large organization. I want to point out this special picture from the 1958 yearbook that was solely dedicated. This is the one Samantha read from. This is a full dedication in the 1958 yearbook to the Coed Cadet organization itself. So the Coeds being as old as the high school, founded in the very same year in 1926. I want to kind of move on. We're going a little fast, but I know this is Facebook Live and we want to be conscious of your time. Back here, and this is 2015, getting a little more in the currently. So this is the Charlie's Angels. The Coed Cadets evolved, and then what happened was they became the Charlie's Angels, who actually danced with the Divas. And for 2 decades, they were called Charlie's Angels. And this will bring you to current time, to 2022 and 2023, where the current name of the team is the Cadets. And so they've come back to the Cadet name in the current present time. This is the current squad, I guess 2023 squad, not the 2024 squad, but 2023. So, supporting them and their future, I think, is a great thing to do. But our focus is focusing on preserving the history that we have here. So I also want to mention acknowledgement of the University of Houston, Mary Manning and Emily Vincent. I think I already mentioned them. They have graciously offered to provide us a training session or a presentation. The date is March 23rd. We're going to be meeting at 10 o'clock together as an alumni, and then their presentation starts at 11 o'clock. We're going to put the information on our Facebook page, and it will be on the University of Houston campus. So this is an open invitation for all alumni. Please join us. Please share with us your memorabilia. You're all welcome to contribute to the archives. Please note, we're going to be doing this probably for the next few months. We're not going to be submitting our archives until sometime next year. So you have time to collect all those boxes in the attic and bring them down and get pictures taken and join any of our meetings. We have meetings once a month. And by that, I'm going to turn it over back to Samantha, because she is our digital media manager, and she's going to tell you how to follow us and how to keep track of all the information that we have. Thank you, guys.
You can send us a message on Facebook. I'm going to grab my tripod. You can also email us. Our website has every way possible that you can reach us. So if you go to our website, you can see our email address. You can see our Facebook page. You can find us on YouTube. And there's, lots of ways to reach us. So please go to our website, and you can fill out at the bottom. In the footer, there's a box. You can put your information. You can send us a message that way. So just reach out to us and let us know if you have anything you want to share or if you have any questions. We would love to hear from you and put you in our contact list so that when we send out emails, you're included. You can stay up to date. We send out newsletters when we have meetings coming up or if we have any special news or anything we want to share with you. So you definitely want to sign up for our email and yeah, reach us any way that you'd like to. Is that it? Are we done? Everyone come say bye.
I also forgot to mention that I am the historian and I am the chair of the preservation committee. So
Yeah.
come join us.
Yeah.
Come, my sisters. We love you guys.
Thanks for joining us.
We look forward to seeing you.